Number one, and this is going to be a start on the defensive side for Heretics. The pace being set by Liquid as the barriers are already up there away and on into the A site, already surrounding Mixwell and leaving him very much isolated. He has to hold on strong. One kill is good, but nothing more will be found.
Yeah, at least getting a trade. That's something. But by the looks of it, the attackers realizing they've lost their flank are actually going to start pushing a little bit more aggressively. Boo holding passively, waiting for them to attempt to reclaim heaven, and in the meantime, Heretics spending a lot of time clearing out the flank.
Yeah, there's utility refreshing as well. You just saw the deep flash, the indication that Team Liquid are going to start moving all the way into heaven. There's just been a wall off up top, so they're not going to compete for that control fully, still having players on site as well, and not worrying about anybody competing out of heaven on top of them. I mean, it's easy peasy for soulcas. A nice, clean setup in the post plant for Liquid.
Yeah, looking very, very comfortable. It's just the amount of information that's going to be had on the other side. But it does seem like the two players on A side are going to have quite a bit to do.
A lot of high-value utility. That paranoia even used up here to take heaven control. There was nobody to be caught by it. With 20 seconds left, they're running into a stack. This is going to be a little tough to get that spike down on the floor. There's players absolutely everywhere. 12 seconds still. Boo just now being spotted. They know they've got company, but how are they going to get this one across the line? Yup, he's got to plant it. He's taking a double kill. That might have bought him enough space, and indeed it did. Into the 2v2 post plant. A flash used to try and get out. The slow keeps them in position, and this could be very bad. That paranoia hit, but they're not able to deliver. This isn't how they wanted to kick off this series. It is their opponent's map pick. They want to have a... Oh, Zeke, hello? He's just running it down after them. The showstopper gets one, but somehow they still... Oh, no!
Oh, I don't think that was called. I don't think they realized that Zeek was that close. Res down, actually going to be pretty crucial, because now Zeek can pick up the rifle as well. AvovA, if he can get one here, he's done the job, but I almost wonder if he's just going to want to try and buy for some time. Has the paranoia, repositioning to take some extra space. I don't know if Redgar will have heard that, but he has. And now, knowing where Zeek is just going to swing and find both kills. A little bit more...
That they were toying around with mid as well, showing their guns, trying to get that shot off. That's literally all this early round was about, identifying where that op was, and now to deal with a site push. Boo has a bit of support, though. Coming through was Mixwell, but he's being dropped. Boo holding on the site. Again, another player is here to help him, and he dodged the paranoia. There's players all around, but there's Zeek to help. Good double kill, great trade back, and Team Heretics seem to be finding success on holding a site. This has evaded them all game long. That's short of a 1 versus 3 coming out from Redgar. This one seems to be locked down. 20 seconds left. Op trained in on him, and he's done well to do some damage. Still going to try it. But one hell of a performance needed to pull that across.
Going to be popped outside B, so this will tell them that this is likely to be that hit, especially now that the res has come through.
Yeah, at 20 seconds, they more or less have to commit with where the spike is at. They could try to hightail it. That's an awkward fight. And somehow, Sayf has come out on top. Team Liquid can't take a step wrong. Zeek tries to force an error. 2 kills. And in many scenarios, that would be enough. But this time around, with just Boo left, he needs the kill on Nats. If he gets this, maybe a chance to fight back to the site. But if he is instead stuck in the middle of the entire enemy team, timing on a peak as well, there was...
He's to be going in with, well, I would say 7, but that's seeming pretty unlikely at this point. And with the space already being taken, B site almost firmly under their control. Okay, there's a lot of defensive players here, and yeah, an interesting fight. But Sayf just seems to be trading things back. It's become much, much closer than expected. But they're still there, you know.
They've got it all under control, Tom. I wouldn't be worried about that for a moment. Yeah, it was kind of lucky they on the way through the site, they managed to avoid both trap wires by just walling it off. They're not going towards that side of the map at all. It was right there in front of the wall. You can actually still see the trap sitting deactivated. While AvovA sneaks his way back in to try and get some damage done. Rifle picked up, and he's caught in the smoke. Jamppi still holding the corner, got the support across. Good read by AvovA. He had a very good idea.
I feel like normally you're trying to take a little bit more control, and that's where soulcas has gone through. It's still not expected, even with the use of the wall. He gets the kill onto Mixwell, and now Nats has all the information. He's going to get pinged up again. This might just be a freebie kill. In fact, almost getting a double, and it won't even matter in the end. Problem is the time. 25 seconds left, and by the looks of it, they're going to gamble the rotation back in the other direction. They've also got the wall still needing to be broken before they can make this move. Mixwell on the other side, but he gets absolutely nothing. And now it comes down to AvovA on the other side. Can he find anything here? One player dropped already. That is the spike on the deck. If he can just do a little bit more, they're already on that plant, and it can't be stopped.
I'm doing it this time. Mid already lost, but look at the late play. Right on time, right on cue. Nats is coming down through mid and just spotting two with their back turn. An awkward duel to close it, but close it he will. Team Liquid.
Try and do something a little bit more audacious, and now they're pushing into a stack up of players again. Just so many people just waiting. And that's the thing, when you're running this, keloqz get with the operator, and right now he's just trying to hold on to it.
That will be a challenge. You can hear steps all around that for the distance. The real danger starts to be seen. That blade storm, any moment now, can go up and above that wall. Mixwell will be in trouble if that happens. Good paranoia, it's returned on, and the ult is even available. Redgar can just get out of dodge. He's gone to the back of the site. He's playing right up behind them, and they have no idea.
No.
They were caught by the paranoia. It's gorgeous from Redgar. The only one found. Has he distracted them long enough? His team rallying through heaven, but they're met by Mixwell. AvovA with one from afar. And finally, Team Heretics have found that second round. Yep, lose B site, take B main. Gotta make sure that you trade it out for something, and they have done just that. A kill onto AvovA, smokes removed, paranoia gone, and most importantly, the site. They can now fight from multiple different angles. That push from Sayf was ambitious. It might have opened up a bunch of control for them, but instead, it's left them on the back foot. And look at the aggression now to Zeek. He's going all the way through. Mixwell's got two. That looks like it might be it. Heretics need this pistol, and now it's in their grasp.
Yeah, the remaining couple of players seem far from doing anything. soulcas, he's had a pretty decent game so far, but this would have to be one hell of a clutch. Time ticking away, 3 players playing at different angles, some elevated. He would have to try and isolate, and well, he manages one, but the double swing from Heretics is sublime. Into what is a 3-man stack right now.
And they're away. The blitz in, the blast back to right side, caught as well. No ground for Heretics. They are stopped in their stead, and it's Sayf for 4! Knocking them down on the way.
They are struggling.
Oh, here we go.
Storm at least.
Oh!
Okay, that's a decent start. That's a rifle picked up as well.
Very strong start indeed. Yeah, that rifle can go to one of his teammates even, allow the blade storm to carry on. Mixwell, he's alone here, sitting inside of the smoke, waiting to catch a play, but instead, he's caught some bullets. Lead flying his way. Redgar, though, he's completely surrounded. He's going to use his teleport to get into B main, hold that control, Sayf, spotting them on their way through. The cloud burst to deter, but they are not deterred. Instead, staying close, he's making a bit of a play of his own, trying to confuse them and offset them. Redgar's got a second of the round. Good damage done to keloqz as well. Sure, we're still neck and neck, still even, but they need space, somewhere to go to. And an attempt out of Boo to secure heaven, but he's hurt the camera. It's not somewhere they can sneak in for free. The B site could be retaken at this point. They've just got nowhere to go, Tom.
Yeah, the thing is, it almost seems like this is just a ruse. Pop the camera, try and fake it out. The flash just gives them the information right back that there's still players within this B site. And actually, instead, it's just going to be keloqz just going, okay, I've got to get this plant. I've got to give us something to play around. Spam not going to really garner anything, but this heaven play from Boo, it has to be massive.
Not even one. Not even one to be found. Low HP on keloqz. The pressure's on AvovA. The blade storm's dealt with immediately. Hasn't even got support now. It's all on his own. And Nats closing out that round for his teammates. Fast control over heaven. And he was just spotted from afar, taken down. There's the dash tap. Good stuff from keloqz. And again, they look towards this B site. Redgar did well holding this with a bulldog. Managed to find 2. This time, he'll find nothing. Yeah, leaving the site.
Yeah, the neural theft has actually given them so much information, though. They knew that Redgar was the only man here. He gets pinged up the second time around as well, so they can get themselves into an afterplant. Both teams realizing that there isn't a lurking behind, and AvovA just about managing to win that duel. A man advantage for Heretics.
Smoke going down in heaven. Again, this could cause problems. He could potentially sneak back across. And it's just going to slow your push. All the while, AvovA's just selling it as misinformation. That's really smart play. And I think even in the extra couple seconds it costs them, it makes it so hard. What is that from Nats? He's on the side already. 3v2. The advantage is theirs. And Team Liquid, they've managed to clutch these back again and again. Surely not. That flash is great. But keloqz holds strong. that might be the kill that actually wins them the round, that allows them to hold on to it. In fact, he'll have a few more chances and 4 kills.
Tried a couple of times, and it seems like it's being watched already by soulcas. However, he is under some serious pressure and going to take so much damage before he can really do anything.
Oh, great dash out as well. Just makes it so uncomfortable for the player that's actually on the site to get anything done. Late rotation as well from Sayf. He's going to take a long time. He had pushed up in B main and got them a ton of information. And okay, great paranoia that leads to a kill. It's something. It's a building block, but there's still so much more to be done here with 4 alive for Team Heretics. Backside having a lot of presence, and then a thorn in the side of Mixwell sitting down in that cutout area. He's heard the drop, he'll get the kill. Oh, even the second as well, is 3rd in the round. Spinning on a dime to take down Sayf.
The ace I execute from Heretics at the moment is looking pretty decent, and I wonder when the moment comes from Liquid. But again, it's just a switch up from Heretics. They're changing that attack round almost every single time, and Nats has been the one under pressure in the majority of rounds. Now he's got himself the rifle. He is spotting all that info. First kill comes for free, and now he's going to reveal where the rest of them are. Has support coming for... Ultimately, Redgar's going to be forced off, and that res is there again.
They'd already used their paranoia to get up there, but Nats didn't give a damn. He just starts getting in their face, spraying through the smoke as they attempt to retreat, taking their map control and running. But they don't get very far. 3 men left standing on Team Heretics. Make that 2. AvovA with a sliver of health. And he's trying to sneak his way in. The spike is on his back, and now it's on the floor. That should be it done. Boo is dealt with. With defensive start, and that means they've got keloqz to deal with. He's already around the corner, but soulcas leaves him there. Well handled, good reveal as well. Nat's gonna look to punish on the way through, but no shots fired. Instead, Team Heretics get the site.
Yeah, they've already managed to turn this into a 4v4 scenario. Is the Tiger actually going to clear? I think.
Yep.
Zeek just basically tagged it. He just completely stuck in the mud. It's such an easy kill for Sayf, and he's already got his nade back online. So he could try and section this player, or pushes him straight into Jamppi, and then AvovA, well, good luck AvovA. He's left into a 1v4. Yeah.
Some beautiful decision. A lot of success. Still, a buy would be faced in the round afterwards. Every little helps right here and now, and they've just spotted a player above, barely making it out alive.
Eventually they're going to get the kill. The reaggress has achieved absolutely nothing. A good stack up of players. Solid utility to take as well. Like having the nano swarm to clear out the top site. I believe they also had an aftershock go through to clear out bottom. It's a nice execution from Heretics, and now they're just cleaning things up. Last man standing is next round. Like, is it going to be a scenario where they try and get that a little bit more aggressive? They play
the Rolling Thunder. But I think that's why Team Liquid are so passive. Their adaptation
and the judge.
Exactly, the judge, right? But playing up in heaven the way that they are so far back, Redgar might have this opportunity now as they close in. Because they, oh, the boom bot, that's a problem. They might not think he's here. That's the thing. And now he's fired off early. He pre-fired it. Unfortunate stuff. It could have worked out for plenty of dividends. They're moving to south side. They might set up a lockdown, something like that, and that is perfect for these flankers. The timing here should be sublime as they make their way around that corner. And it's the spike that's sitting on this side. For these players, Sayf, Nats, Redgar, they have got all the info they need, and that's the push stop! They've used their lockdown and got nothing for their trouble. Sure, a kill onto Jamppi, but they've got to fight back into main, back into the spike. Well, Sayf just ran through, so never mind.
2v2 scenario though. An opportunity here, especially with the spike down. It's going to be a little bit tougher for Heretics to try and get back into position. Paranoia, even just to delay them that little bit more. Let's see if they can clear the corner. Smoke might give a little bit of extra space, but Redgar's found the kill again.
And again, 3rd in the round. Now player lost before the spike goes down, and it looks like they want to retake that control with Zeek coming around the corner ahead of the flash. But the dink was not enough, 10 HP still, and he'll hold on to Sands. They've got so much control now.
A few low HP players, but the spike planted. Zeek, oh, he's actually going to get the kill before the flash. Doesn't get anything more, but he was the man who was tagged, leaving it into a 2v2. Make that just 1v1. Jamppi trying to find out where that last man is. But Boo is just playing the time. He's been spotted, and he's even gonna pre-fire on the way back through, winning out that 1v.
Safe, and he's caught them. Okay, one found. Rolling Thunder used. They're committing it all the way. The nade tries to keep them back. There's just nothing to be done. Well, that's something to be done, all right. Good shot from Nats. They're going to go back in here, try to retake the space, try to retake the weapons. But soulcas now is in trouble. Good return from him.
Even still, weaponry disadvantage of Redgar. He's actually just going to start this defusal, and Nats is just blocking. There's nothing he can do to actually deny this. The spam will achieve absolutely nothing as well.
Seems unlikely. They're running back into the A site, though, and it's Nats who's managed to sneak his way back around to Sans. He caught one a moment ago. They expect him to be around this area, but they've got to cover every single angle, and that leaves them open. The spike now on the floor, the ult pop for info, and Nats is just going to reposition yet again, catching off a 1v1 in main. It's close. The bullet's whizzing past AvovA's head, but as Boo falls, he's forced forward. He has to take down Nats. They need this space. There's 20 seconds left, and Nats is firing on all cylinders. Just one man left. He's got the spike, but no chance when he meets this man. 5 on the board for Team Liquid. This is why they wanted to use the orbital strike. They wanted to try to find some extra control elsewhere. Ult's going through Redgar while he's caught. AvovA's seen him try to go through B main. At this point, all the angles are starting to close off. Nats in a super late play through spawn. Still hasn't made it past the halfway mark. That's how patient this guy is. And maybe Zeek will start to second guess it if he was up against anyone else. Still Nats wins the fight, but he's in a 1v3. Time is an issue. He's popped his ult. He's running forward. Maybe time's not an issue. He doesn't seem to think so. Honestly, I started to believe as he was peeking back around the corner. Now this blitz on a one-man lighter. One less target for Nats to take down, and look at that, there's a player beside him already. Good push out of keloqz. They've dealt with Mixwell. That's dropping the spike and delaying the push a little bit, allowing for repositioning. And look at Sayf, right in through main. He's got his boom butt out. Oh, that's not what you want to see. Going back in for the angle as well. Zeek, I thought he might have caught Jamppi. That bullet was close. It whizzed by his head, but it didn't catch. And for keloqz, it's the timing game that he's won.
It's been such a back and forth. A 2v2 where trades have just been based off almost individual battles. Utility still a paranoia online, a smoke to try and isolate keloqz and leave Boo in a tough spot. He's had an amazing map so far, but they're gonna need him again. Cross being watched for and pulled out the shorty for Jamppi. Now it's left onto keloqz. Let's see what he could do here. Just dashed across, well, completely blind. And
big play. It was already seen on the other side when Team Liquid made this A main push. Now the reward is there for Heretics. 4v4, damage done.
What's happening?
AvovA's extremely low still, and I just want to see what he could possibly get done coming out of heaven with that shorty. Shots from afar should cause a lot of problems for him. There's a right click to take one down. AvovA, just a sliver of health was not enough to hold on, and Team Liquid come in flank right now.
They've already been spotted, and there's still a trip that they have to bypass. Maybe he could try and get over it, but he doesn't have enough drops. Somehow AvovA's managed to get killed. There's been a couple of 1v1s that have got a little bit weird. Like that initial classic shot out from Zeek as well. This is already more costly than I expected it to be. They do quite well to isolate Mixwell. That's just the spike down in the open as well. And now that flank from keloqz is finally spotted. And so much damage being done on that cross.
He's left to 12 HP. He's going to be scared to go anywhere at this point, and indeed he should be. There he goes. The nade primed and ready. They don't know where Sayf is. If anyone was to clutch this, it's certainly that man on our screens.
Seconds. He's got 15 seconds.
He doesn't know where the second player is. He could even be in heaven at this point. Planting this seems, well, I would say impossible, but he's managed to commit it, gambled it, rolled the dice, the nades on him, and he's gone. That is such a good round for Team Heretics. They walked in there with pistols. Yeah,
so much damage done. Showstopper being held as well, basically stopping them from pushing out. Look at the time. 15 seconds left, orbital strike. They're all going to be forced out. They basically now have to try and go through without actually holding on to that control. The cross finally being made, but all they have to do is try and deny this plant. It's so aggressive, and he did let go, but he's still managing to stick it. The spam not going to stop Redgar, and they will keep this in a 3v3, but within seconds, it goes down to just 2.
Yeah, Redgar was never making it out of there alive. Not in the game plan. soulcas and Sayf, the last two. Very limited here. Just a blast pack to play with for Sayf. That wall that was in play. It's not going to be having any impact. They're already past it. They've lined up for soulcas, though. And with just a sliver of health left, Mixwell, he might not want to go for this anymore. Oh, what a devastating round. If you're in the Team Heretics camp, it looked like they had a moment. A flash in the pan as it transpired to be a blast pack almost.
Information now that the tide is coming in onto the site, it's not actually going to tell them too much. And with Sayf already desperately low, the nade's going to do so much. The aftershock combo as well. 25 seconds left on the clock and they are being slaughtered, but a build kill for Jamppi might help them out a bit.
Like they still need to deal with Zeek and they just can't get him out of that position. Eventually, the kill comes through, but look, 20 HP left on Sayf, 5 on Nats. They are so low and Jamppi. Well, he has the heal, but no chance to get that heal off. He's gonna try. Oh, barely reached it, and it looks like he's got them. Yeah, you know, while the rest of the team over on Heretics are clearing out the map control, they're checking all their corners, and now they come up against full HP opponents who are willing to crouch peek them just like that.
Damage he did in that round. I want to say it was edging towards about 300 and still not being able to take things over the line. keloqz alone early, and in fact, he's actually going to use his showstopper to try and deter them here.
Oh, he got him!
He got Jamppi! Oh, that's brutal.
He was in the Tiger. He sent it in to try and find him. Instead, he got a rocket right on his head. The advantage, I mean, quite clearly in Team Heretics' hands right now at 23 HP. Redgar's the last man standing. What a devastating round. Again, only the one ultimate used from Team Heretics. This is looking good on the way back in. And Zeek.
Time he's back, let him play it, man.
Lindsay kill. Good stuff for Sayf to start off this push, but nobody else able to reclaim the space when he goes down. Again. Yeah, that's the thing. It's the utility that comes through that stops them from being able to provide the support they want to. Whoa, that timing! That was gorgeous! Okay, Aftershock's gonna cause some problems. You are in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, they've actually used the Viper's Pit. Look how weak the buy is, and they're still throwing this in. Side control, they know that they haven't crossed because of that over to strike, but I think the steps will definitely be heard now. It's gonna give an opportunity for Redgar to plant, but I think he realizes this needs to be for main.
The molly, it's not gonna hit him. It's a little too far past, so Redgar, he's alive for now. Yeah, they're buying time. That's what this ult is all about, buying time, running the clock, and allowing Jamppi to make it all the way through. He's still quite far away, though, and they're about to make the push happen. This isn't going to be ideal. If they lose that pit, everything could fall apart. They have to hold on site. soulcas just about clinging to life, and he goes down, but it's into the 1v1. This can still be one. Jamppi, one bullet away. Mixwell was so low. The decay was in. Rolling Thunder is dodged. That is gorgeous. In the nade. Handy stuff. That flash could have been devastating. Otherwise, they're looking to gear up for another push in, and soulcas already dealt with. The fights seem to be going Heretics' way, and they continue like that till Mixwell falls and the plant goes down. Team Liquid now sitting in a 3v3, spike planted, and full site control.
They still have lockdown. They've had it for such a ridiculously long amount of time, but the one man that could put a spanner in the works is going to be Nats. It's only going to be the one, though. Jamppi now isolated to the site, but we've seen him in this position so many a time, and he can just try and almost sit back. It's going to force him into a singular angle. He almost has to try and find something off the back of this, and I don't know what's happened with keloqz. He's gone out with a pistol in hand, just pulling out those TikTok plays into a 3v2 scenario. Jamppi playing so aggressive, and there's no way he gets away with that one. The nade kills off
the map, but look where the spike is. Where's it going? On the floor. That's where. Good kill from Jamppi, ×2. Well held, and Team Heretics have to fight back now with a massive disadvantage. The back foot, most certainly what they're on, with the spike dropped in the open, and the final two players nowhere near entering into this site. This is going to be tough.
And clearing out even just soulcas is going to be difficult, having to wait for that poison orb, but you know that he's likely just around this corner. It's being cleared. A lot of damage done on Taboo, and he'll eventually get it through. It doesn't take any damage. And there's still plenty of time to play with. That's the one thing that Heretics actually do have on their side, is they don't have to rush.
Yeah, 40 seconds. As we said, the spike's down in the open, but it's retrievable. One smoke. That's all they had, and now they've burned it up. Wide angle left open towards the spawn. AvovA's just going to creep his way up and creep his way back. Spike now retrieved, dodging the bullets as he goes, but whether that was blind or not, Boo's being taken down, and AvovA has to do it all alone. The nade is still online, and that's going to cause no problems whatsoever. A whiffed nade, a mistake that hopefully won't come back to cost them. Team Liquid, yeah, they close it out anyways. 13. Most definitely is. Taking out the Viper as well. So much more utility just left them. There goes your second controller as well. Redgar now on the floor. He'd used his paranoia, but he won't be able to get any more smokes up late into the round. They're starting to fade as well, so holes developing in this push, and well, they need to find some leg to stand on the way back through. That just hasn't been offered up, with Mixwell doubling down on his sight hold. And with 2 players still close by, this seems to be an impossible scenario for the utility-less Sayf. First one, certainly safe with him.
30 seconds left.
1v5, still to be had.
Yeah, they're just not going to give him anything. Like, he's even expecting people to be in the smoke at this point, but everybody just basically playing passive, watching for where he will be in push arcade. They're going to spot no one on that side. They know this is an A-take, 100% all in. Nats is set up already, waiting, holding on to Dish. This is very, very one-dimensional, but Sayf goes running through. Just gets caught out straight away. Again, it comes down to this man on the side. How many can he take? How much can he hold? Maybe not. Redgar's found a double, and now Nat springs to life. Even just keeping that man advantage going, and the spike still needs to get into position. Get that plant down, but both players are on the site.
Snakebite already fired out. Boo knows that he's got opponents coming from drop. He's good on the fight to start with the damage, but he's not able to convert a kill. Nobody is, except for Team Liquid. 3 close to him. But Redgar's unlikely to lead this push. He's got the spike. Look, players coming around up close, and he pulls out a smoke at just the wrong time. That's a disaster. The spike's down up top. It's gonna go retrieve it, and they have no chance of getting in.
They're the full force now rotating. Mixwell expecting aggression, just waits for them to walk into his arms. This round is just screwed. They have to try and reclaim tower with next to nothing, and all the meantime trying to work out where everybody else is. They've only spotted those 2 players, but that's been enough. They know where Boo is, but Nats can't save them this time. Water Arcade, so they can now gamble these players on this side of the map. keloqz opting to take the space, but again, it just looks so easy for Nats. Don't go near this man's sight. Just decimates them on the entry. He's called upon so many times in this series. And while Zeek, AvovA, how do they turn this? How could they possibly turn this?
You got 3 guys on top of you. They've got the spike. The spike's on the high ground as well. You're gonna have to jump to get that. Or at least wrap around, look at it, and pressure F. F is exactly...
Really difficult for Liquid to deal with.
Well, that same Nano causing problems, but he's up and in
There's the spike.
Again, the spike is left up in heaven. AvovA's holding on to it with next to no problem. The man's got a shorty in his back pocket to double down. If at first you don't succeed, just try the same thing again. What could go wrong?
10 seconds.
With 10 seconds left, I think they're finding out what could go wrong. That snakebite is even keeping them out of getting back through. That's right, that was an attacker snakebite that was stopping them. That's a great kill. Look, keloqz down. There's a shorty up in heaven. I love that.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to matter. Spike down already on the site. Mixwell's at least going to be able to find one. AvovA's caught another, but again, these trades are coming thick and fast. This battle with Mixwell might just be everything. The smoke fading could cause him a problem, but he's wary of that flank coming through.
He's going to get orb, play lockdown. It's the only way back in here when you've got that spike down on the site like that. They've given up so much space.
Look at the push. Look at the push from Jamppi. It seems like he's already expecting it. He's waiting for it. Flash there. Stun. I think that's actually caught his teammate in the swing in. There's a double player there. They're just going to pincer onto him. keloqz swings. Takes so much damage. They're now just trying to delay. Zeek surely gets spammed here. Surely. This is a position that they know he was around this angle. Maybe expecting him to go back to site. It's going to get cleared. That's a huge kill from Jamppi. Might just be the beginning of the end. Mixwell left. Under pressure again. Has a little bit of support. TP already into the site. They know that Redgar's there. He definitely can't plant. He's going to have to try and swing off this, but the orb actually helps him.
He's got a position to plant it too. And Nats is just picked off AvovA. No one's trying to deny that plant instead. They'll look for late round kills, but Nats is on his way through spawn. He'll be here in quite a while. But there's a ton of teammates to deal with as they look to make their push forward. Now they are watching their back. They know they were. He can't watch it all around, and as he turns, this guy comes around. Nats with